Hey, long time no see. It's your boy Theo. I use only he, him pronouns now. I had to take away other people's they, them privileges because they were purposefully using they, them to misgender me. Fun story. But I only have a few minutes today. I've been wanting to talk about this video since I seen it come out. It's by this YouTuber, Shelbizleee. She talks about sustainability and stuff like that, and kind of like personal tips, and this video isn't to debate whether that's useful or not. I just wanted to talk about this video she made. It's called Things You Thought That Were Sustainable But Actually Are Not, Part 3. And it's a pretty good video with some pretty good information in it, but she is very, very wrong about this one thing, and you're about to see why I'm annoyed. Basically, we get into the video, we're trucking, we're talking about all sorts of important stuff, and then it comes to using trash bags, and she was like, using trash bags is actually important. You can't just skip out on that, because if you don't use a trash bag, a lot of the trash will escape the trash truck and end up littering your towns and possibly making its way into the ocean and all this kind of stuff, which is true. I was like, yes, we're talking about this. As you guys know, I was a garbage man for 6 months recently. I know 6 months isn't a lot of time, but if you've never worked in that industry before, you'd be surprised on how much you can pick up, especially if you're doing 14-hour days. You really, you have to learn a lot fast. So, and I have no problem with how it was going so far. I was like, this is good, we need to talk about this, and she was like, it's not your fault, it's the trash truck driver's fault. And I was like, ugh, no, Shelby, no, we were doing so good. So a lot of the problems with this, like, environmentally friendly, eco-minimalism, like, product endorsement kind of channels, is that they're pretty fucking classist. And I was trying not to swear, but we don't have time to go back and fix that. I can see how, if you don't know anything about the trash industry or the waste management industry or how it works, that you might think that. But it just comes down to not knowing how the job is actually performed and how the trucks are designed. For me personally, we had side loaders, and so what you would do is you would take the can, you would roll it to the truck, you would put it on this like yellow thing called the tipper, and it grabs the can, well, it's supposed to, that's another subject, and you flip the lid and it goes like this into there. Okay, so another problem is the compacting system. The compacting system doesn't always work like it's supposed to, so it could take you a very long amount of time to actually compact the trash, and after a while, depending on how many cans you're gonna do, you're not gonna be able to ever get the hopper empty. So stuff does spill out over the side, and we have to pick that up. We pick up as much of it as we possibly can. Anything we see, we pick up. Sometimes we even stop the truck and run back because we realize that something had fallen under the truck and we didn't see it. And when you don't put your trash in bags, that's what happens. If you overstuff the bag and your can is broken, what we need to do is actually reach into your bag and pick out the stuff and put it manually into the trash truck. And if you overstuff your bag, like stuff is falling out of the top, stuff is falling out of the sides, you know, it's breaking, it's falling out the bottom, And then we are literally like waist deep, tiptoes on the ground, reaching down into your filthy, disgusting trash can, picking up all that stuff, trying to get as much of it as possible, because if we leave any in, we know there's gonna be like a bunch of really crazy complaints, and then we're gonna have to talk to the manager about it. And she's like, it's not your fault, it's the trash guy's fault. We can't stand there and put it all in bags for you, so it is your fault. And it's really like just a nasty thing to say, because like when we're doing it in like the summer and the spring, we're getting covered in your bugs. If you throw piss in your trash can or like old juice and stuff, we're getting covered in that too. And you would like to think that people don't piss in the trash cans, but they do. And then you get covered in their piss and rotted food and all that other stuff. And then if it rains and people don't bother to close their lids, there's a whole bunch of trash juice in there. And what happens is when we actually dump the can, it splashes back into our faces and soaks us, and then we have to spend the rest of the day like that. So I don't think Shelby really realizes how just kind of mean and classist that comment was, because like she's a college person, she lives in a fancy house in a big city, like she hasn't had to really come out here and do the physical manual labor like most of us have. Also, I've noticed in some of her videos, she actually shows the trash man coming to pick up the trash, and they have that magical arm, and the arm just like comes down and it grabs the trash can and then takes the trash can all the way up on the top and then loads it in. It's a top loader. So that also reduces the waste. But a lot of companies, they don't want to replace their trash trucks, and they just reuse it, no matter how broken it is, and no matter how much trash it's spilling, and how much the designs have been updated and improved since 20 years ago when they got this stupid thing. Like, I know at our company we were promised new trash trucks, and everyone was really excited about it because ours were just bad. Like, I only worked there for 6 months, and I caught on fire twice, and I almost caught on fire a couple of other times. And then there's a lot of reasons why a trash truck could catch on fire, but in this case it was all mechanical malfunctions, because the truck was old and they didn't even make the parts for it anymore, so they were just like using salvage parts, just sticking it together however they could, because the company would not give residential new trash trucks. So when it comes to residential, it really isn't on us. We're doing the most we can do, like the most. You have no idea. I could tell you some like crazy stories, and then the customers, they get angry and they chase you and they complain, and it's non-stop, and we are all understaffed, just so abysmally understaffed. And part of that's because it's kind of a hard industry to keep workers in, especially if your area doesn't have like a union, and a lot of trash truck drivers don't make that much money. Like I was making $15.50 when I started, and when I quit they decided to raise our wages up to $20 like the day after I got a new job. They were like, oh, we make more now, and I was like, oh, fuck you, I'm still leaving because of a lot of different stuff. But I should probably wrap the video up right now. I think that Shelby's good. She's a nice person. She has a good channel. I don't think she's trying to be an asshole. And I really trust the 5 people who watch this video not to harass poor Shelby. And I don't know. I don't think there's really that much else to say. I need to go for work. Just try to be mindful of other people and their situations and their struggles. And I just noticed my lips look funny. My lips are hella dry. I'm so sorry about that. I don't have time for all this crap because I have to go to work. See you next time. Bye.